told you that the greatest comeback in football history is about to happen. Not a comeback to another super club. Not another record-breaking transfer, but something nobody saw coming. Cristiano Ronaldo. 5 Ballon d'Ors, 5 Champions Leagues, over 850 career goals. A living legend who conquered Manchester, Madrid, Turin, and even revolutionized football in Saudi Arabia. But there's one thing missing from his trophy cabinet. One story left unfinished. And right now, behind closed doors, conversations are happening that could change everything. Because the boy who left Sporting Lisbon as a skinny 18-year-old, with a dream, might just return as the greatest player the world has ever seen. The rumors are exploding. His mother wants it, the fans are begging for it. And Ronaldo himself? Well, his recent comments left the door open just enough to keep this dream alive. And if you want to stay ahead of every major football story like this one, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because you won't want to miss what's coming next. This isn't just about football anymore. This is about destiny, about coming full circle, about writing the perfect ending to the most incredible story our sport has ever told. So buckle up, because what you're about to discover will give you chills. They say that football isn't just a game, it's a story written with passion, sweat, heartbreak, and dreams. And few stories in the history of football are as powerful, as emotional, and as inspiring as the one written by Cristiano Ronaldo. But what if this story isn't finished yet? What if, after everything, after Manchester, Madrid, Turin, and even Saudi Arabia, the final chapter of this legendary journey takes us right back to where it all began? Because right now the world is buzzing. The rumors are spreading. Could Cristiano Ronaldo really return to Sporting Lisbon? The club that made him, the place where the legend was born, and end his career where it all started. It sounds almost too perfect, doesn't it? Like something out of a movie. But this is Cristiano Ronaldo. And with him, the impossible has always been possible. Close your eyes for a moment. Picture the scene. A packed José Alvalade Stadium in Lisbon. Tens of thousands of fans waving green and white flags, chanting his name, and from the tunnel, out walks Cristiano Ronaldo. The boy who left this pitch over 2 decades ago now returns as one of the greatest footballers the world has ever seen. But to truly understand why this moment would mean so much, not just to Ronaldo, but to the entire world, we have to go back to the beginning, before the fame, before the flash, before the name Cristiano Ronaldo echoed across continents. There was just a young kid from Madeira, a tiny island off the coast of Portugal, a place of beauty, but also of struggle. Cristiano grew up in a working-class family. His father, José Diniz Aveiro, was a kit man at a small club. His mother, Maria Dolores, worked multiple jobs to keep the family afloat. Football wasn't a hobby, it was survival. It was hope. From the streets of Madeira, barefoot and full of fire, Cristiano chased the ball like his life depended on it. Because in many ways it did. He was different. Everyone around him saw it. The hunger, the determination, the obsession. He didn't just play football, he breathed it. Every goal in the dirt, every kick against a wall, was another step toward the dream. At just 12 years old, Sporting Lisbon scouts spotted him. They saw potential, but moving from Madeira to Lisbon meant leaving his family behind, forever changing his life. Imagine that, a boy, barely a teenager, boarding a plane for the first time, saying goodbye to everything familiar, stepping into the unknown. At Sporting's academy, life wasn't easy. He cried often, he missed his family. He was bullied for his accent, his skinny frame, but when he stepped on the field, everything changed. Suddenly, he wasn't the boy from Madeira anymore. He was Cristiano, fast, fearless, furious. Coaches remember those early years vividly. He would stay after training, practicing free kicks alone under the floodlights. He would do push-ups in his dorm room while everyone else slept. When others went home for holidays, he stayed to train. That boy is going to be special, they said. And they were right. At just 17, he made his debut for Sporting Lisbon's first team. He didn't just play, he dazzled. The step-overs, the confidence, the arrogance. He looked like a star in the making. And that stardom came knocking sooner than anyone expected. August 6, 2003. A friendly match between Sporting Lisbon and Manchester United. That night, a teenage Cristiano Ronaldo tore apart United's defense. He was unstoppable, a blur of speed and skill. United's players were so impressed they told Sir Alex Ferguson after the game, "Boss, we have to sign that kid." And they did. Just weeks later, the boy from Madeira was now a Red Devil. At Manchester United, Cristiano became something else entirely. Sir Alex molded him, challenged him, and turned his raw potential into unstoppable power. The early years were tough. English football was physical, fast, brutal, but Ronaldo adapted, because that's what he's always done. He doesn't quit. Within a few seasons, he transformed into one of the best players in the world. Goals, assists, trophies, you name it. 3 Premier League titles, a Champions League, and his first Ballon d'Or. But even with all the glory, Ronaldo never forgot where he came from. He often called his mother, thanked his coaches at Sporting, and donated quietly to the club that gave him everything. Deep down, no matter how far he went, Sporting was always home. Then came 2009, Real Madrid. The dream move. The biggest club in the world signed him for a then record fee of 94 million. In Spain, he became more than a player. He became a legend. 450 goals in 43 straight games. 4 Champions League titles. Countless records smashed. The rivalry with Messi defined an era. But more than that, he carried himself with the relentless hunger that made him who he was. Every game, every training session, every goal, it all came from the same fire that burned in that boy from Madeira. He gave Madrid 9 unforgettable years. And when he left, fans cried, banners flew, and his name was etched into history forever. After that came Juventus. A new challenge, a new country, the same determination. 2 Serie A titles, endless goals, and more history written. Then, in a twist no one expected, he returned to Manchester United. It was emotional. The homecoming. The return of the prodigal son. But football had changed. The club was in transition. The dream turned bittersweet. Despite his 24 goals that season, conflicts grew, frustration mounted, and suddenly, the fairy tale seemed to crumble. Then came Al Nassr, a move that shocked the football world. Saudi Arabia wasn't known for world-class football, but Ronaldo changed that overnight. He didn't just join a league, he transformed it. He made headlines, filled stadiums, and opened a new chapter for the sport in the Middle East. Critics called it the end. But for Ronaldo, it was a new mission to grow football where it had never flourished. And even there, even thousands of miles from home, he never stopped scoring, never stopped inspiring. But as the years pass and the records pile up, one question refuses to fade. How will Cristiano Ronaldo end his story? Because if there's one thing Ronaldo cares about more than anything, it's legacy. Not money, not fame, legacy. The way he'll be remembered. And for millions of fans, that legacy feels incomplete until he returns to where it all began. Sporting Lisbon. His mother, Dolores, has said it openly. "I would love for Cristiano to finish his career at Sporting. That would be my dream." She still goes to games. She still wears the green and white proudly. And she believes, deep down, that her son's story will end there. And recently, whispers have grown louder. Talks between Sporting's leadership and Ronaldo's representatives. Portuguese media hinting that if his Al Nassr contract ends in 2027, the door is wide open for a return. Can you imagine it? The cameras flashing, the fans screaming, Cristiano walking out in the green and white stripes again. 25 years after leaving, back on the same grass where everything began. The stadium shaking with chants of Save the Youth. It wouldn't just be emotional, it would be iconic. And it makes sense. Sporting is not just any club for Ronaldo. It's the foundation of everything. The club that gave a poor boy from Madeira a chance. The club that taught him discipline, that believed in him when no one else did. A return wouldn't be just a football decision. It would be a full circle moment of gratitude and love. Football fans everywhere crave these endings. Messi back to Newell's Old Boys. Gerrard's Liverpool dream. Totti's eternal Roma, but none of them would compare to this. The greatest player of his generation, coming home to where it all started. Because sometimes, The most powerful moments in football aren't the goals or the trophies. It's the emotion. It's the connection. It's that realization that no matter how high you climb, you can always come home. And that's why, even after decades of dominance, this potential ending feels so right. Because Cristiano Ronaldo isn't just a player. He's a symbol of work ethic, of discipline, of never giving up, of turning dreams into destiny. The kid who once trained alone after everyone left the pitch is now one of the most recognized faces on earth. The same boy who cried himself to sleep in Lisbon could now return to the same city as a living monument. Every Portuguese fan, every sporting supporter, every football romantic would watch that moment with tears in their eyes. Because football is about stories like this. Stories that touch the soul. And now we reach the part everyone's been waiting for. The truth, the suspense, the words that stop the football world. When asked recently about a potential return to Sporting, Cristiano Ronaldo finally broke his silence. And his answer left everyone speechless. He said, "I will not return to Sporting. My path is different now, but Sporting will always have a place in my heart. It's where it all began, and that will never change." Simple, powerful, and full of meaning. He didn't say never. He didn't close the door completely. He just said, "Not now." And that small detail is enough to keep the dream alive. Because if there's one thing we've learned from Cristiano Ronaldo's story, it's this. Never doubt him. Never think something is impossible. He's defied time, gravity, and expectation. So maybe, just maybe in 2027, when the lights dim, when the world holds its breath one last time, he'll surprise us again. Maybe the final chapter hasn't been written yet. Maybe the boy from Madeira will come home. And when he does, it won't just be football history. It'll be poetry. Because Cristiano Ronaldo left as a boy. But if destiny allows it, he will return as a legend.